Afternoon. Today I have yet another package. This one is special because I've actually been looking for this for quite a few years. And then now with the advent of eBay, I can finally obtain one. Well, I can just obtain one back then, but it's way more expensive when it's new. It's wrapped in a few layers. Oh, yeah, I definitely have to. I think I have a pair of scissors. Let's get all the BS. Literally. There's more. Found the tape. Special thanks to this guy that I'm showing on screen right now. It's absolutely awesome. Because these things are kind of rare. Can you guess what that is? I think you can. Okay, just rip this apart. Oh, it's in a Ziploc bag too. There's no power. But it is a thing. You should probably know what this is by now. The Slate iPhone 5. And because of the dings, well, it's near mint. Yep. That's why I don't do Slate anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Because it does ding quite a bit. It's a little hard to see under this lighting, but you can see the scratch. It's not perfect, and I don't blame the seller because he has tried to keep this in a very acceptable condition. Oh, there's a wide gash. Yep. But I'm just gonna go charge it up and see. Oh, actually, it's power. I might be thinking, why is this logo 3D? Okay, this is an iPhone 5 running iOS 6. That's right. So you have the 3D logo. Now, of course, this is rare. Look at this. It's booted up. It's running iOS 6. Boom. iOS 8.4.1 is available for iPhone, which I'm going to close. I've always wanted this for such a long time because in 2012, this was peak Apple. You cannot get better than this. You cannot, if you like the classic Apple look, right? You cannot get better than this. This is iPhone 5. And this slate color, everyone likes. Everyone really likes this boxy design. And this is the only boxy phone where you can get iOS 6 on it. So it looks kind of modern in a way, kind of back then. And I always wanted this. Let's see, the mute switch, that. The camera controls, you can see that. Not a lot of people actually remember this. This widescreen. It's a circular button. Everything's taller, right? It still looks like this. That's pretty cool. But again, this might be the most earth-shattering phone because number one, the slate color. Number two, iOS 6. So this phone is basically a catalyst. So if you don't know the story by now, the slate color, because it was so easily scratched, now this one's obviously a dent, but these minor scratches, a lot of these units actually came in with this because they're so easily scratched. This bluish aluminum that is so dark was so easily scratched that a lot of people end up doing this anyway. And by people, I mean factory workers, because it's so easily scratched. Even when handling it, it scratches it. So no longer use it in the iPhone 5S. Now, of course, this is still the lightest iPhone ever at 112 grams and 7.6 millimeters thin. This is the second thinnest iPhone. Well, I think third, but if you count the same generation twice. Yeah, but it's still the second thinnest iPhone and the lightest iPhone ever. So they never get Slate again because as beautiful as it looks, it scratches extraordinarily easy. Look at this. It doesn't scratch like this on silver. And this one is near mint. You can see like all sorts of scratches. You might be wondering, oh yeah, you got off, but no. This is what Slate is. If it is any other finish, I would have had questions, but Slate marks easily. That's why you never see Slate again. And it was year one for Slate too. It's not like after a couple years, this one was a bad batch and they just stepped away. And of course, reason number 2, this thing. iOS 6 Maps was a total dumpster fire. Scott Forstall had really high ambitions. He apparently took the holy war with Google advice from Steve very, very seriously. Basically kicked out the YouTube app and they kicked out Maps, but they do need a map alternative. And he was ousted. And of course, iOS 7 looks way different than iOS 6. But again, it remains the only 16:9 iOS device alongside the iPod Touch 5th generation. But this Slate, this boxy design that everyone loves, this is the only phone. And because it's out for just 1 year, really, it was discontinued in September 2013 when the iPhone 5C came out to replace it, that this is such a rarity. Running iOS 6, an iPhone 5 that's Slate, that's only been out in the market for just 1 year. So I'm just going to enjoy this, but I want to share the joy with all of you, and hope you guys have fun.